Hello and welcome back to Amanda Plays Pokemon Yellow, and we are continuing through the Sylph Company, which continues to be obnoxious. I apologize for the obnoxiousness, but I shouldn't be apologizing. Look, I didn't design this stupid game, or, at least this stupid level, and Rocket's penchant for teleportation pads and twirly-whirly floor pads and other pads. Team Rocket invented pads, and they're all terrible. So anyway, we're going to continue down this list of questions that I have, and I'm going to answer them because questions and answers and things. Alright, so number 12. Are you mad at somebody right now? I'm not mad at anybody that I can think of. Yeah, no, I can't really think of anybody that I'm mad at. No, nobody's really... No, everybody's been good. Good job, guys, being, great people and things. Maybe by the time this video airs, I might be mad at somebody, but yeah, for right now, no, I'm not mad at anybody. Number 13, do you believe in love? I do, and I do also believe in life after love, because that's a song title too. Yeah, I totally believe in love. Love is good. I don't think that most of Earth and humanity would exist without it, or at least, compassion, and love is a form of compassion, or compassion is born of love, maybe? Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, totally believe in love. Love is good, and stuff. That was an eloquent way to end that. Alright, 14. What makes you laugh no matter what? Oh my gosh. So, and I'm laughing thinking about it right now. There's this post on Tumblr that's like, I've been up for 2 days straight. Who wants to do something? Let's go kill a dude. And then there's a picture of, Bill, oh my gosh, the guy from Saturday Night Live, Bill something, I don't remember his last name, but it just says, just a caption that says, people who have been awake so long that they have no personal boundaries. And just the look on his face is so funny. So every time I need a laugh, I just think of that Tumblr post, and I'm like, yep, yeah, great. Just his face makes the whole thing so much better, but yeah. Who was the last person you talked to? My mom was the last person that I talked to. We were talking about, stuff. Oh, she wanted me to hang up my dress because she thinks it's gonna get wrinkled, and it's not, because it's going to be hanging up in the closet and become unwrinkled that way. Do you get butterflies around the person you like? Not around them, like, in the build-up to seeing them, I get very nervous and butterfly-y. The anxiety of waiting and being like, oh my god, are they gonna show up? Is it gonna... What are we gonna do? Is he gonna have fun? And he's gonna like hang out with me? And are we gonna do... What are we gonna do? And I don't know. And oh my gosh, his stupid face. And yeah. So anxiety butterflies I definitely get beforehand, but not so much around them. Just the build up too. And that's kind of how it's always been, is the build up, and then I'm totally, well, I'm not normal around them, but I am, not, I'm not as bad as I could be, let's put it that way, because I definitely could be a lot worse. 17. Will you get married? I'd like to get married someday, hopefully within this decade. That'd be cool. But, that depends on, having somebody who would like to spend the rest of their life with me. That would be great. Yeah, so I would like to get married. I don't have my wedding planned out like a lot of people seem to. I have vague ideas of what I would like to have happen during it. But I don't have, like, oh, it needs to do this and has to be like this, and I need to be that. Like, I'm not Bridezilla. I probably will become one if ever the occasion arises. But I'm just like, it's a wedding, and I just hope that, we all have a good time, and that I end up married to somebody who I really care about and will continue to care about for, you know, the continuation of our lives, because I I really don't want to get divorced ever. So, um, you know, breaking up with somebody is bad enough. So, you know, I would think that divorce is like even worse than that. And I just don't want to do it. You know, and I want to have kids, so I don't want to like ruin them. I have a lot of friends whose parents divorced, and, you know, I've seen what it does to them. So I don't want to do that to somebody. Especially somebody who I have given birth to. Um, so yes, the goal is get married and don't get divorced. That's my goal. Yeah. Anyway, number 18. When is the last time you smiled? You mean not when making this video, because I've been grinning a couple times? At dinner this evening. I've probably smiled in between, and, you know, that's smiling happens. It's not something that I remember. I'm sure I've smiled several times since dinner time. Yeah, that's a weird question. But I'm the one answering them. Hang on, I gotta pop up. It needs to go away. Okay. Lost my place now. Does anybody like you? I don't know. Maybe. Kind of hoping that somebody does, but I really don't know. I thought somebody did for a while, but then they didn't, so I really don't know. Yep, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that somebody does, but I really don't know. Do you secretly like somebody? I do, and I'm not gonna talk about it, because then it wouldn't be a secret anymore. Haha. 21. Who was the first person you talked to today? My dad. Right? Yeah, but I talked to my dad this morning, when I woke up, because he was already awake, and I had to give him a little bit of help, because he woke me up really early this morning, when he was watching TV, and the TV is outside of my room, and he left the volume up, and I woke up to that. So then when I finally got to go back to sleep, because it was like seriously about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was not ready to be up yet, I went upstairs and I elbowed him a little bit. Probably shouldn't have done it in the place where his ribs are still healing, because he broke 4 of them a couple of weeks ago, but, you know, it just happens sometimes. Who do you feel most comfortable talking to about anything? Most of my friends, really. You know, very choosy with my friends. As with most relationships in my life, I tend to weed out the people who I don't want to be around, or just feel like I can't connect with them in some way. So I try to talk to all of my friends that I do have, about really anything that comes to mind. It's a matter of if they reciprocate, of course, because if I text somebody a really weird question and they don't answer, then I'm like, oh, well, I guess they don't want to discuss the, you know, comparisons of the Occupy Wall Street movement to peace protests of Vietnam or whatever, because sometimes I make really weird connections like that, and then I want to talk to somebody about it, and they don't care. So yeah, most all of my friends, I like to try and talk to about stuff, about anything, and it's also the matter of if I can make myself talk about it, because some things that I think of are really weird, and then I have to like pump myself up to talk about the weird stuff. Because I'm an introvert, and even around like my friends that I do like to hang around, I just kind of, it helps if there's some kind of barrier, like I'm really good about talking about absolutely anything, via, you know, blog posts on Tumblr, or, you know, just IMing or anything like that, because again, my brain goes faster than my mouth, so I can come up with stuff a lot faster, and then I can also edit as necessary. It's very hard to edit vocals. I don't know if you've noticed this before, if you tried to verbally backpedal about something. 23, what are you not looking forward to? Moving to a country that I don't speak the language or read the language that they have. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Because I have a lot of anxiety about it, even though I want to do it. I have so much anxiety, and I'd be leaving everybody I know behind, which is why I want to go to Japan, because I know people there already. So it's not as big of a deal as going somewhere where I'm stranded with nothing, and there's so many barriers in the way. Yeah. What are you looking forward to? Going and traveling places and doing something good in the world. Trying to connect people with more languages and learning new languages. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just being out of where I live, because, you know, I grew up here, and it's a great place to grow up, but it's a really toxic place to be stagnant in. And you get more stagnant and more toxic the more you're here. That doesn't make sense, but it doesn't make sense if you don't live here, but if you do, then you kind of know what I mean. It's just really hard to be here, for a lot of reasons. Yeah. 25. Has someone of the opposite sex ever told you they loved you and meant it? Yes, my now ex-boyfriend. You know, we were in a relationship for 4 years, and that we, you know, went through a lot together, and, you know, I think we both loved each other to the capacity that we were able to at the time. And then, you know, I still care about him now, even though things ended really badly, for a lot of reasons. I still, you know, think that he is a great guy, and he just needs someone who is not me to be the best of his abilities, and I really hope that he gets that. So, and actually, I talked to him recently for the first time in a very long time, and, you know, he kind of was saying the same kind of stuff, that he thought that I was really great, and that, you know, he is sad that things ended the way they did, and, you know, we both kind of mended a bit of the fence. So I think the feeling is mutual, that we both still care about each other for some capacity, and we just for, you know, reasons, we just didn't mesh for whatever reason, towards the end. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that we both have, yeah, I think we meant it as much as we were able to at the time. 26, suppose you see your ex kissing another person, what would you do? Now I would be like, well, this is kind of weird, but okay, cool. But, you know, if you'd asked me this, like, maybe a year ago, I probably would have been like, well, I just, first off, I don't know why we're seeing each other, because I thought the agreement was that we were, or the unspoken agreement was that we were just going to be out of each other's lives, and also I'm kind of jealous, because, you know, things and stuff, you know, it's going to make you uncomfortable. I'm sure there's a lot of mixed emotions with it, but I think now I'd be like, this is weird, but, you know, whatever, okay, you're with her now, okay, cool. Mazel tov. 27. Do you plan on moving out within the next year? Yes, that's the general plan, is to be gone at least by, like, the latest January and February. I hope it doesn't get set back that long, but the plan is to be gone within the next year. Yes. 28. Are you a forgiving person? Generally, yes. It really is going to depend on the situation. I'm gonna preface it with that. And sometimes it takes longer than others, to forgive somebody. And, you know, yeah, I tend to be forgiving, and I tend to give a lot of second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh and eighth chances. You know, really, unless it depends on what you do to make me absolutely loathe you, but generally I tend to forgive people after a while. It'll just, yeah, you need to really do something horrible to make me absolutely hate you. But, you know, and even if you don't, and I'm still, like, mad at you for a while, it'll take a while for me. I will eventually forgive people. But for the most part, I tend to give a lot of chances to make things up and be not a dickhead anymore. Yeah. How many true friends do you have? Well, I have a handful of people that I've been, you know, I have two friends that, you know, that I'm still in really close contact with. Like, we talk to each other quite a bit. And we've been friends since elementary school. So I'm gonna say those guys. And then, you know, I don't know, my social circle is limited as it is, so I would count that everybody is a true friend. And, you know, it might not be reciprocated, but that's how I feel. Anybody that I do make the effort to be in communication with, I obviously like you for some reason, and I would like to consider you a close personal friend of mine. That's a really weird statement. I don't know why I just said it, but the handful of friends that I, you know, do keep around, I would consider to be so, yes. And, you know, maybe if they're watching this, they will feel bad that they don't, that if that's not reciprocated, but, you know, whatever. 30, do you fall for people easily? Not really, no. Somebody might catch my eye, and then, so, yeah, somebody might catch my eye, and I'd be like, wow, that is an attractive person. Congratulations on your face. And then I kind of just fall for somebody gradually. It helps if, like, we're friends, like I've said earlier, because then I, like, know them, and I know how they tick, and I'm like, wow, we would work really well as more than just this, but, you know, if we just want to be like this, then that's pretty cool, too. So, yeah, I would say no. I don't think I fall for people easily. There's actually a word for, like, you have to connect with somebody on an intellectual level in order to fall for them. It's demisexual. It's a kind of asexual gray area of the sexual attraction spectrum, and I think that's kind of where I fall. If I had to put myself in a box, I'd probably put myself on the demisexual. Not to say that I don't fall for a pretty face sometimes. Cough, Benedict Cumberbatch, Richard Armitage, Matt Smith, David Tennant, a very long list of very attractive men who need to go away with their perfect faces. But I tend to, yeah, I don't, that's superficial attraction. I know it's superficial attraction. But yeah, I really fall for somebody who I connect with intellectually. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys, or I won't see you, but you'll hear me next time. Okay, thanks, bye.